Was Blaxploitation just a film genre, or was it one of the most influential branding projects of Black culture? Everyone knows the movies, Shaft, Superfly, Foxy Brown, but the word Blaxploitation didn't even come from Hollywood. It was coined by Junius Griffin in the NAACP as a critique, and he combined the word black and exploitation because he thought that that's what the big film heads were doing at the time when they were making these movies, profiting from Black audiences while reducing Black life to harmful stereotypes. And not long after, the NAACP joined other civil rights activist groups, arguing that these films lean too heavily on all of the negative things attached to Black culture, instead of showing the full complexity of Black life. Here's what I keep coming back to. If Hollywood designed Black culture, who designed the packaging for it? Because when we think of Blaxploitation, we think about those really funky posters. And especially when we think of Shaft and Superfly, we think of how cool those posters were. And those posters did a lot more than advertise a movie. They introduced a visual language, oversized typography, explosive compositions, illustrated portraits, beautiful afros, leather jackets, gold jewelry, muscle cars. Everything felt confident. Everything felt larger than life. A lot of these posters sold the movie through the attitude that the posters were conveying. And here's something that I didn't expect to learn when researching this. Many of the designers and illustrators behind these posters were not Black. Black creatives like Melvin Van Peebles and Gordon Parks were changing how Black people looked on screen. And they were specifically changing who got to be the hero. So you have one group reshaping the Black story, and then another group shaping how America saw Blackness. And that's a really interesting tension, because whether you think Blaxploitation was exploitative, empowering, or a little bit of both, its visual identity ended up escaping the movie theater, because you still see that confidence in streetwear, hip hop, and rap covers, sneaker campaigns, editorial fashions. We've been remixing that aesthetic for such a long time. It's been 50 years at that point. So maybe the biggest legacy of Blaxploitation wasn't just film. Maybe it was the visual system that they created. Design doesn't solely reflect the culture. It can also decide what version of the culture becomes legendary.